going on, y'all? Okay, so I was sitting here watching Grey's Anatomy. I recorded. That's my shit. I love Grey's Anatomy. But I'm watching this episode and a commercial came on for that spinoff show about um Dr. Bailey, her husband being a firefighter now, Station 19. I ain't never seen the show, but I was watching the preview and she was saying how she need to separate from him. She like, I love you, but it's worrying about you is killing me. Like, and it made me realize how we've been. I'm gonna use the word program because that's how I feel about it. But you can use whatever you want to put in there. You don't have to say program. You can say conditioned. You can say trained. You can say taught. Use whatever words you want. I'm gonna say program. We have been programmed to believe that love is this fairy tale cure, like this magic pill that's gonna make everything better and make everything right. But at the end of the day, love is emotion. That's it. Love is an emotion. It's a choice. It's something you have to work to keep and maintain. You know what I mean? Like, my point is, just because you love somebody don't mean y'all gonna be together forever. Love is not gonna carry y'all through them times where y'all can't stand to be around each other. Because love is an emotion. And at a point where your emotions are negative towards somebody, it's hard to pull out the emotion. It's hard to choose to pull out the emotion of love. So, some people might not agree, and that's cool. If you don't agree, then this message ain't for you. But it's some people that it's gonna click for, like, oh, shit, that's why I feel like this. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna put some shit into perspective for somebody. Cause after I seen that clip of her saying that, my heart got sad. It got super heavy. Like, I know that feeling, Miranda Bailey. I do. That's my favorite fucking character on TV. Favorite character ever. Because she a dynamic black woman. She not a one-way, one-dimensional type of character. She not just a sassy black woman. You know what I'm saying? She got so many layers. She a real person. That's the first time I ever seen a black character on primetime TV that's dynamic. A woman, a black female character on primetime TV that's got all these layers. They always give that to the white characters, you know what I'm saying? But you never see a black character that's multi-dimensional. It's always one way, and it's always a stereotype. But anywho, I'm just saying Miranda Bailey, that's my baby. So yeah. When I saw the preview, I was like, oh, this that show about her husband. And I saw that she was in there. It made me take notice, like, oh, she in that one too? I love her. But I think she a dope ass actress. She in one of these Issa Rae's YouTube channel. Issa Rae Productions. She do short film Sundays. I think that's what it's called. It gotta be short film Sundays. And she was in one of the short films that just came out like within the past 2 or 3 weeks. I went on the Issa Rae binge watch. That's how I like to watch it. Because she got a lot of little episodes. But they be like 10 minutes. I wish you would do 30-minute episodes, Issa, if you ever see this. I know you're busy. And I know the people that's coming, sending you content, like different shows and stuff. I know they doing it for free. So they got to do what they can with the time they got and the budget they got. But 30-minute episodes would be dope, y'all. Just a suggestion. I'm going to watch anyway. But anyways, I binge watch her channel. I let it build up for like a month. Then I just go through and watch everything on my weekend or 2 Sundays or whatever. However the time work out. But yeah. She on one of them short films is how I got onto Issa Rae. I always find myself talking about Issa Rae. That's because she's somebody I admire. And I don't admire a lot of people. I admire how she did what she did. Because it was like against what they said we could have. against what they said would work for our demographic. You know what I'm saying? And she like, yeah, whatever. Say what you want. I'm gonna do it how I want. I'm gonna do it how I want, the way I want. She did it. And they came to her. And that's always been my goal, is to make them come to me. I don't want to chase shit. I don't want to chase no deals, no nothing. I want y'all to be reaching out to me like, ooh, people seem to love you. How can we work? Because then that's when you got the upper hand. If you go to them with your hand out, looking for deals and shit, then they gonna try to get over. It's just in their nature. It's what they do. Not just because you black, but because you black, they already gonna lowball you. I'm just saying. Gotta face facts, y'all. Motherfuckers love to do that. Oh, it's not about color. I can make it not about color. I'm a person. We're all people. Alright. Alright. They know what it is. Do you? Clearly not saying shit like that. But anyway. So yeah. I'm gonna get this lighting right if it kills me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Back to love. So why do I say all of that? I say all that to say, stop trying to force these relationships because you love somebody. If you love them and it's something about them that's draining your spirit daily, draining you emotionally daily, draining you in any type of way, you need to take a second look at that relationship. Just because you love somebody don't mean that they're for you. Just because you love somebody don't mean that y'all meant to be together in that moment. Maybe y'all come back to each other. That's some love. Maybe you won't. I love people that I know I will never be with. And I know they love me. Because if I call them right now, they'll do anything I need them to. And vice versa. I love my mama. I love my sisters. Love my brother. Love my dad. Love my granny. I love a lot of people. But that don't mean that our relationship is cookies and rainbows. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is love is a small part of longevity when it comes to relationships. And that's any type of relationship. You see, I just talked about my mamas and my sisters and my brothers and stuff. Any relationship. But I'm speaking in particularly on love relationships, man, woman type relationships. Love is a small part. And I told my ex, when we would argue, I would tell him that all the time. Like, listen, if you feel like this ain't for you and you can't give me what I need like I'm giving you what you need to stay monogamous, to maintain this relationship, for us to be good, that's cool. I know you love me and I love you. But at the end of the day, if you feel like you could do better, then baby, you probably can. You understand? She ain't gonna be me, but she might be exactly what you looking for. Because there's certain things, me as a person, I'm not gonna fold on. I'm not gonna bend, I'm not gonna fold, I'm not gonna do a 60-degree angle, none of that shit. No. It's just gonna be a flat out, no, this is what it is, and if you don't like that, I understand. I understand. There's certain things that's deal breakers for me. Certain things you tell me no, I'm gonna be like, oh, really? Say less. Did my vision board back yonder. Look at that. Oh. So yeah. See, the thing people don't talk about, you know me, I be fighting with the light. But The thing people don't talk about when we talk about love is it ain't no one definition of what love is or what love can be or should be. You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of the times we get caught up in following what society say it's supposed to be instead of living life and trying to figure out what it needs to be for us. You're the master of your faith. What that means is can't nobody tell you this is what love means, this is how love looks, this is how it's supposed to be. That's their perspective. That's their perception of the definition of love. See, we can all, everybody seeing this video, see this lighter. If you ask 1,000 people what this is, they're going to give you 1,000 different answers. If you ask 1,000 people to describe this, they're going to give you 1,000 different descriptions. Perception is reality, is my point. So the way you perceive the definition of love is how love is going to look, feel, should be for you. Not how society say it is. And that's where a lot of us get fucked up when it comes to love. We too busy trying to find this ideal mate based on what we see on TV or the images that's put into our head from these celebrity couples, which 85% of the time ain't even fucking real. They're couples to boost their celebrity. So y'all gotta snap out of that shit. You understand? Like, we in the age of knowledge. We in the age of wisdom. We in the age where you can still keep God. You can still follow God. And I use God for the purposes of speaking to the masses. Y'all know me. Most High is how I refer to the higher being, the higher entity. But you can still keep God and forge your own path. You don't have to go verbatim based on what society say it's supposed to be. That's not living life. That's following orders. That's what computer codes do because they're programmed to do that. So you're a human. You got the power of free will. That's what free will is. It's figuring out what situations, emotions mean for you. You understand? Only you can tell you what love is supposed to look like. And the only way to figure that out is to go through different phases of it. Go through different flavors, if you will, for lack of a better term. It's okay. It's okay to fuck up. Players fuck up too. Everybody got to bump their head. Everybody got to play the fool. Because if you don't play the fool, you don't know what it feel like. And you ain't going to never be able to pinpoint it. You understand? As much knowledge as I got, as much game as I got, as much wisdom as I got, I done played the fool. More than once. Because the thing about learning lessons is if you don't get it, if it don't click, if you don't lock in the lesson from that fuck up, from that pain, you're going to keep reliving it. I was going to say reliving and going through it. I said re-going. But you're going to keep going through the same situations until you learn the lesson that's supposed to be learned from it. You understand? And when it comes to men, I got Mother Teresa syndrome. Which means, and I made that up. I don't know. I might have read it or heard it somewhere, but I know it's not a real thing. But basically, Mother Teresa syndrome is where you attract broken people and the good in you want to fix them. You want to help them. You want to make it better. You want to nurture them. You want to get them through to the next phase. You know what I'm saying? I got that real bad. So I done had two. Yeah. I had to think about it, like, let me not tell no lies. But yeah, it's only been two who, you know, I had to bump my head with on the same situation. The first one, I didn't learn my lesson. And then the second one, I had to relearn. I had to re-go through that situation to fully learn the lesson. But I bet you I know now. You understand? So, all I'm saying, y'all, is it's not always black and white. It's shades of gray in that motherfucker. It's always shades of gray in the real world. In theory, black and white, yeah, it makes sense. But when you actually live in it, in the real world, ain't no black and white, ain't no clear-cut answer on what love is. What love's supposed to be. What it look like. How it's supposed to feel. You know, people running around, oh, love ain't supposed to hurt. Love ain't supposed to be hard. Says who? That's your definition, baby. And then you living in a fairy tale world. Because in all actuality, it's always gonna be hard to merge two separate lives. You living your life the way you been living it. He living his life the way he been living it. Y'all got to come together. It's always gonna be compromise, and compromise is hard, no matter what. Even if it's not a man-woman situation, even at work, compromise is some bullshit. We hate when shit change at work. Like, what the fuck? I don't get paid enough for this, right? So I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, y'all, think about it. The other video, I got a call from this temp service about a job. And right now I'm looking it up before I commit myself through the temp service. Because usually when the temp service say a pay rate, that's what they willing to pay you. The job paying a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So the job through the temp service is paying 21 an hour. So I wonder what they paying if I did it online through their company. She fucked up. She gave me the company name. They ain't supposed to do that. But anyway, yeah. So, love being a choice. I'm standing on it. That's what I believe. And you know, another thing that be kind of irking me is when people be like, oh, you stupid for this, you stupid for that. If he do this, he don't love you. Woody, woody, woo. I understand you trying to help. I understand you wanting to help people that you love, but and I'm saying this out of experience because I've tried, I've done it, and I've learned this lesson through bumping my head. And, you know, cutting off communication with motherfuckers I tried to help who didn't want to take it, but that's not right of me. Because they have to forge their own way. They got to walk their own path. So you can't save people from bumping their head if it's already meant for them to bump their head in order for them to learn and grow as a person. You understand? You can't save somebody from something they not willing to see. They have to see it for themselves. And then once they see it, they got to reject it. Because that might not be their breaking point. Because that's a breaking point for you, or that's a deal breaker for you, don't mean it is for them. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to love. Like, you can't do that. You can't intervene in people's love lives and try to save them or help them or whatever. Because people gotta learn their own way. They gotta learn how they learn. They gotta bump their head, how they bump their head. You know what I'm saying? So, ooh, I don't like when they be new, because they be so skimpy. Once they loosen up, new growth be stupid. But yeah. So I don't know. I want us to get my opinion on that because I know a lot of people struggle with love and how it's supposed to be because a lot of us don't have no guidance. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We growing up in households, especially as an oppressed people, as black people. We growing up in households where 8 times out of 10 is single parent, and because of that, they already the mama. They not usually we living with our mama and the daddy, but when you in that single parent household, as a black woman, we at the bottom of the totem pole as far as being in society, getting paid. It's white men, white women, black men, black women. That's the hierarchy in the world. So we already working twice as hard, getting paid 3 times less than our counterparts. So that's keeping us out the house. We gotta provide for our family, and it's only one of us. So we working off a single income, busting our ass. So we don't really have that guidance growing up. Our parents working to keep us surviving, not even living good, just surviving. So we don't have that guidance. And on top of not having that guidance, a lot of us don't have no reference point. We don't know what love look like. We don't know what it's supposed to look like. We don't know what it should look like. We ain't never seen it, except for on TV. Hear about it in music. And half the time, they not talking about love. They confuse themselves, so they mixing love and lust, which is a whole nother topic. We won't go into that here, but IJS. It's time for us to stop the people that this is meant to reach. You hear me? If this clicked to you, you meant to hear this message. Because a lot of people it's not meant for. 85% of the population, and I'm not just talking about black people. Now I'm talking in a general consensus. 85% of the population is meant to be followers. They meant to be the herd. They meant to be sheep. That's where they get the term sheeple. They meant to follow the leader. They need a leader. You understand? That's why you call them sheeple. They need a sheep herder. They need somebody that's leading. 85% of the population is going to fall into that category. Facts. Then you got the 10% who get it, but they not putting in no effort to deepen that knowledge. They know it's two sides to the coin, but because they on this side, just knowing that it's another side is enough for them. They don't need details on how to get there or what's over there or what they do different over there that we don't do here. They don't ask no questions. They don't do the why. They don't research. They don't critical think. They just know that there's more, and that's that. They good with that. That's 10%. Then you got the 5%. I like to think I'm a part of that 5%. They also know that there are a million layers in between both sides of the coin. And not only do they know that, they want to go through each one and know why. What does this do? What does that do? Why? So, I say all that to say, it's time for that 5 percentile to wipe the sleep out your eyes. Especially this one. Wake it up and get ready. Because if you not forging your own path, who doing it for you? If you not making your own definitions or perceiving your own perceptions of these definitions for words that are as strong as love, who's doing it for you? Stop letting other people think for you. That's what time it is. So when it comes to love, can't nobody tell you what that look like but you. Only you know what type of love you need to stay loyal, to stay secure, to stay down. Make it be known. Stand on it. Don't apologize for knowing what you need. Trust me. The only person that's going to lose is you. While you trying to save somebody else's feelings, you going to be the one that's asked out at the end. I just realized that, and I started implementing the concept of not making myself uncomfortable to make other motherfuckers comfortable. I used to do that a lot. Now I don't. I'm not finna make you comfortable by making myself uncomfortable. I'm not finna help shine your light by turning mine down and sometimes off. Them days are dead. It's over. I'm not doing that shit no more. So, yeah. That's my advice to y'all when it comes to the word, the emotion, the choice that we know is love. Till next time, peace, love, and ashe. Or peace, love, and light, and ashe to everything you got going. May it come into fruition. Can y'all tell I'm on cloud 9? Waking bake every day. Unless I'm on a budget. Then it's not so much wake and bake as it is like midday break bake. Yeah. Love y'all.